and I recently just signed on to be a Hancock County Reserve Sheriff's Deputy. When I started this, let's go back. In high school, I never thought I would do this. My father was chief of police, and I didn't get away with anything. So this career path was not what I thought I was going to do. Honestly, I thought that I was going to play basketball in college. Look at me, I'm 5'2". How far do you think I would have went? But once I graduated high school and decided I really didn't want to go to college, it just wasn't. I hated school and didn't think that I was going to make it in college, so I didn't do it. Instead, I joined the military. And out of 6 kids, I was the only one. My father went to the military, so I followed in his footsteps and went to the military too. And I tried to, the military has a buddy system. If you got a best friend or a brother or a sister or whoever that wants to go with you, you guys can do it together. You can go through basic training together, you can go through your AIT together if you choose the same jobs. You can do the whole thing and get yelled at together. My little brother, I wanted to go with me, and he, of course, was too scared and said, I can't take somebody screaming in my face at 4:30 in the morning. And I get it. I couldn't take it either. That's why I did a whole lot of push-ups. And then once I got home from the military, I decided to put in an application at Pendleton Correctional Facility and work behind the wall with all the people that committed crimes that, as far as murder, drugs, rape, child molest, you deal with all walks of life that currently stay there. And I remember giving my dad the phone call and saying, hey, guess what I did today? He's like, what was that? I said, well, I applied to work at the prison. And seriously, he asked me what was wrong with me. Because as a female of 5'2", as your parent, the only thing they think is you're going to get hurt. I made it there 9 years and never got touched. Never. If anything, a lot of those guys that are at that facility respect me a whole lot. And the reason why I decided to stay in this career is because we as females need to show that yes, we can do this job just as well, or if not better, than any male you will work with. And don't ever let somebody tell you that you can't do a job that you believe you can. So I decided that after 9 years at the maximum security prison that I was going to go to parole. The reason why I chose to do parole is because at the end of the day, yes, we all make mistakes. Yes, we all are young once and do stupid things. It's in our nature, we're going to do it. But all of us deserve that second chance. And in parole, I know especially at Indianapolis, if we have guys that come out of prison that have a drug problem, we're going to put you through rehab at no cost to you. If you need help, I have a guy on my caseload that I just discharged from parole that needed help getting custody of his kids back. He had lost custody going through prison, and once he got out, finally got a job, works 5 days a week, got custody of his kids back, and to show him that I appreciated what he did, I took him and all of his kids to an Indianapolis Indians game. Made sure every one of the kids ate whatever they wanted, drank whatever they wanted, and had a really good time. Because he did the proper things that I'd asked of him to get to his discharge date. We help out with a lot of their medical. Straight out the gate, a lot of them don't have doctors. They don't have mental health insurance. They don't have access to get any medication. We do all that. The very first appointment that they have with me, I set them up with everything. And then the reason that where I think this job is going to take me is to eventually, one, to retire, but to know that I have continued to help people every single day. 90% of the guys on my caseload have kids, and I have my own children that I want to make sure that they see every day. Mom gets up, Mom goes to work. Yes, it's a dangerous job. I wear a bulletproof vest every day. I carry a gun. I carry a taser. I carry handcuffs. I carry gas, which is mace, just burns a lot more. But I want them to see that I can do this as a female. So if they grow up and they marry a woman, that they don't treat them any different than they would treat their mother. Any questions?
College wouldn't necessarily need to.
No. For parole, they hire within 90% of the time, but you can come straight off the street and come into a parole position. However, I wouldn't recommend that. Because obviously you don't know what you're dealing with. For me, that's the reason why it was better for me to start at a facility, because I deal with them in my environment in the facility. Now I'm dealing with them in their own homes. So, and I've had, when I started at parole, I started out with what we call the drug and thug caseload. Guys that have all drug cases or gun cases. I started off there, and then they found out that I had a bunch of mental health training, so they gave me a mental health caseload. Which, let me tell you, I have walked in homes where all the cats are dressed up as garden gnomes, and there's aluminum foil on every window and wall they have. And your first thought is, what's really going on? But they're no different from us. They just suffer from different mental health issues. And not everybody can have that caseload, because you got to know how to interact with them. And a lot of them don't realize that. And just like any other job, there are people that come in just to do the job, get a paycheck, and go home. If you don't know your caseload, you should be in that position. Once I got rid of the mental health caseload, which for all of you, usually in parole, you have to be with parole for at least 2 years before you get to touch a sex offender caseload. They really want you to know what you're doing before you take on that caseload, because that caseload is 24/7. You are on call all. You don't get a break from that. And to be able to separate that job from your family life is very, very hard. All of our sex offenders are on GPS. They are monitored all the time. They take polygraphs every 6 months, or how often you want them to take them. If you think they're lying, you can bump up their polygraph to next week if that's what you want. We do take that caseload very, very serious. But after having it for 1.5 years and being a mother of 3 myself, I needed a break. So they gave me the impact caseload, which is seriously violent, and now I have just a district of Marion County. All of the southeast Fountain Square area is mine. So all of my guys meet at the parole, or either at the parole office or at the southeast IMPD office. And yeah, it is, you never know what you're going into day to day.
Can you explain a little bit more what parole is and what that looks like for?
If we, 90% of the time, if somebody gets locked up and they go to prison, they're going to come out either with 1 year of parole or 2 years parole, depending on what they did. Sex offenders are different. They will have 10 years or lifetime. So, and we have another agent that monitors all of them. But if it's just a crime that you've committed that you only go to jail, 90% of the time you're not going to come out and go to parole. If it takes you to prison, you will have parole. And it's just us monitoring you or them, for this sake, that they're on the right path, that either they're done committing crimes or they're not. And trust me, we have plenty that still, they're 30 and 40 years old, that are still stuck in that mentality that you're not going to tell me what to do, and they're still going to commit crimes. They still do some of the dumbest things that you've ever come across and get locked back up. Our job is to try to keep them on the right path, to make the right decisions, whether it be for them if they don't have any kids, or to be for their children. So Marion County really has come a long way with parole. Like our initial, first meeting with them, we are setting them up with doctors, we are setting them up with jobs, we are setting them up with counseling. I mean, if they have drug problems, we're setting them up with drug counselors. It is a lot to take in with their first initial. But they wanted to make it. It's just like I try to tell all my guys, you're going to move in next door to me. I want to know that you're going to watch my home when I go on vacations and not rob it.
Was you scared when you first?
I think when I first started working at the prison, Carrie has also worked at the prison too, and there's nothing that scares you more than being in a cell house full of these guys, and you are telling them what to do. And you're going to run across a lot of men in your life that are not going to want a woman telling them what to do. And trust me, stand your ground, because it will pay off. But as far as being scared of coming to parole, I think I've only been maybe twice that I was like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go down, but if this is the day, this is the day. You have to know and be confident in what you do know.
Have you ever had to use your weapon?
I pulled it, yes, but I've never had to fire it. And that was somebody hiding in a closet. And at the end of the day, I'm going home regardless. I have 3 little boys that look up to me, and I refuse to let somebody take my life.
Any other questions?